All right, good morning team. As promised, I wanted to go over our detention protocol using SILS. So I'm doing this screen recording to kind of help us walk through it, and then if you need to revisit any steps, you guys can have this video as a reference point. So just a few minutes ago, I made sure that every person on our staff has access to SILS. If you are new to SILS, you should have received an email. If not, check your spam. If you still don't have it, please just shoot me a quick note. But the SILS login page, the website, again, coreport.org, and this is the home page. When you first log on for the very first time, all you're going to do is type in the email address that you have on file, and you're going to click email password link, and that will direct you to an email which will help you set up the rest of this. So when you log on to SILS, I'm going to show you what the home page should look like. So this is the home page right now. As you can see on the left, the classrooms have been updated based on this year's rosters. This is as of 15 minutes ago. So any changes to classrooms should be updated. The other thing that I wanted to point out, so if we created a log type, for those of you who have used SILS before at Piccolo, one of the things that I noticed was that the log type list was about 17 different categories long. We're condensing it to 6 to keep it very streamlined. So the 6 categories are behavior and discipline, conversation and communication. That's mainly going to be for parent communication. Other, so any other thing that falls into a category that's not listed. Attendance and tardy issue. Special education, so any notes that we want to log for special education purposes. And then RTI. So for detentions, we're going to go to behavior discipline for a log type. The sub-log type is going to be detention. Okay? So once we do this, these two lines are going to show up. For the short title, we probably want to put in detention on Tuesday. And the start date, obviously, is going to be Tuesday. Now, in talking to my conversations with the deans, they're going to host detention Tuesdays and Thursdays after school. So if a student receives a detention on Friday, they will have detention the following Tuesday. If they are under detention on Monday, they will serve it the following day, that Tuesday. Okay, so we're going to stick to those two dates as kind of a means of detention. For our protocol, again, what we're going to do is if teachers issue a detention, it is on you to notify the parent and to print out a detention slip. We're going to walk through how to print out a detention slip here momentarily, but it's on you to print out a detention slip, one for the student to send home and one to place in Miss Rag's mailbox. The deans are going to collect all the detentions, and at the end of the school day on Tuesday and Thursday, they are going to circulate to pick up any students that have detention between 3:45 and 4:45. So let's walk through how to actually print out a detention slip. So again, if I find a student, for example, Antoine Lashley, and we're doing behavior and discipline and detention, under the comments box, I really want to make sure that I'm putting in anything that applies to this situation. Anything that I put in this comment box is going to show up on the detention slip. So we're not going to actually just put detention here. We're going to put in Antoine was disrespectful in math class. All right, and the select code here, you can leave that blank. This is just for your reference based on the code of conduct. Really don't need to fill that out. And when you're done filling in the comments box, you're going to scroll down and click Create Log. Okay? So when I do Create Log, it's going to bring me back to Antoine's home page with all of his logs right here. To print out the detention form, I'm going to click this little page here on the right-hand side. Once I click that page, it's going to ask me to download a file. Once I download that file, bear with me here. I don't know if my computer, I think my computer is going to automatically open it up here. There it is. So here's the detention file. All right. So we have the description. We have the number of detentions that Antoine has received this year, his homeroom, his grade, his name. We have our school phone number. We have the date the detention is going to be served, 9/23. And so again, one copy is going to go into the dean's mailboxes, Miss Rag's mailbox. One copy is going to go to the student. And if you issue the detention, it is up to you to notify the parent. All right. So a phone call needs to be made to let them know that a detention was issued
for the following reason. Okay. Now, to find students, as you can see, all the homerooms are listed right here. So if your homeroom is in if you have a student who's in 208 that you need to log something for, whether it's parent communication or detention, you're going to click there, and all of the students are right here. So let's go to Brian real quick. New log entry. I have all my log types here. Okay. Now, another way to look for students that maybe not be in your homeroom, you just simply do a search for students. Last name, let's say we're looking up Johnson, and it's going to look up all the students with Johnson. Let's say I have a student named Samaje, and I don't remember really how to spell his name. I can do S-A for first name, and it's going to pull up all of the students who have first names starting with S-A. So you don't even have to type in the full name there to make a log. Now again, the expectation is that with detentions, we are notifying the parent, we are printing 2 detention slips, one goes into Ms. Ragg's mailbox and one goes directly with the student. I want to make sure that we're consistent with this to ensure that we're not slipping up here. I feel like this is going to be the best kind of setup for our students. The detentions, again, will be Tuesday and Thursday only for 3rd through 8th graders. For students under 3rd grade, we're going to discuss alternative consequences that might be more developmentally appropriate for them. But again, 3rd through 8th grade detentions will be served Tuesday and Thursday. Thanks again. This will help get us off the ground with our detention procedures.